Follow me, and I will guide you to success with the newest leader, Usopp. And if you're looking for how to play him, here's everything you need to know. Usopp is a blue-black dual-color leader with 4 life and 5,000 power. He features a static ability that gives all of your Dressrosa type characters with a cost of 2 or more +1 to their cost, as well as an on an opponent's turn once per turn ability that lets you draw a card when a Dressrosa type character is removed from your field by an opponent's card effect or through KO while you have 5 or less cards in your hand. An insane ability to just tack on to all your characters. With Dressrosa's first leader, Rebecca, we look to leverage high-impact blue and black combination play to make up for the fact that a leader couldn't attack. Then take out our opponent with impactful bodies paired with the stage Koroida Coliseum to control the board even harder. It's a 1-cost stage that allows your Dressrosa-type character to attack other characters the turn they're played. So what happens when you unleash that toolset on a leader that can also attack? A lot. There's a lot to go over here. But let's start with our newest additions that will set up your Usopp for success. Starting off with this brand new Rebecca, a 7-cost, 4,000 power character with 1k counter, and on play, if there's a character with cost 8 or more on board, draw 1 card. With your Usopp as your leader, Rebecca will automatically enter as an 8 cost and draw that card. Then you're going to reveal up to 2 Dressrosa type characters with cost 7 or less other than Rebecca. Play one of the revealed cards, and then play the other rested if it's a cost 4 or less. This Rebecca will allow you to quickly establish a board to defend you from your opponent's attacks or generate a lot of aggression out of nowhere. This card is the card that not only helps you close out games, but will generate a multitude of combination plays. So keep her in mind as we discuss all the upcoming card selection and how they can play with this combination ability. On the top end for our Rebecca's ability is this brand new Kyros, a 7-cost, 9,000 power character with on play, return 1 character with a cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand, putting you up a card on board just for playing him, before you start cracking in with a 9k body the turn you played him because of Koroida Coliseum. Another great interaction piece is this new Zoro, a 4-cost, 6,000 power character with on play, rest one of your Dressrosa type leaders or stage cards to KO one of your opponent's characters cost 4 or less. Then trash 2 cards on the top of your deck. On curve, it will mitigate the board, and off Rebecca with Kyros, you establish 3 characters while removing 2 of your opponents, drawing a card, and getting in attacks if your opponent still has rested characters if you have Coliseum. And if you pair the new Kyros and Zoro with reduction cards, you're able to snipe some huge characters off the board, like Patchwork, a 1-cost black main event that reduces the cost of an opponent's character by 3 and then lets you freeze a rested 0-cost character, or Orlumbus, which lets you reduce the cost of a character by 4, then KO a Dressrosa character you control and trash 2 cards on the top of your deck, or Kyros from OPO5, which lets you trash him from the board to reduce a character by 3 cost. Rebecca, Kyros, and Zoro are a great combination, just like us and our members, who support this channel and get access to this and all of our other content up to 2 weeks early, plus perks like emotes and more. But there are plenty of other great 4-drops to play on curve or combo with our new Rebecca. Cavendish is a 4-cost, 6,000 power character with, when attacking once per turn, draw 2 cards and trash 1, which does so immediately if you have a Coliseum and your opponent has a rested character in play. The Cavendish is not only giving you card advantage, but sculpting your hand and setting up your trash for cards like our 4-cost Frankie, a 5,000 power blocker with on KO, play up to 1 Dressrosa type character card with a cost of 3 or less from your trash rested. And thanks to your Usopp's leader ability, you'll also draw a card when he dies, putting you up 1 card in the exchange. So you can bring out something like a chunk blocker or an on-play searcher. There's a lot of options. You can also move to a defensive option with the new Sabo, a 4-cost, 5,000 power character with 2k counter that lets you return it to your hand to prevent an opponent's card effect from removing a character with base cost 7 or less from your field. Dressrosa has always had great flex 2k counter characters like this. I mean, just look at cards like OPO5's Kyros and OPO4's Bartolomeo. But I say out with the old and in with the Moo C to be exact, a 2-cost, 2k power character with 2k counter, and on play up to 1 of your Luffy characters gains banished during this turn. Now, imagine stacking that on OPO4's 7-cost Luffy with double attack and power boost granted by King Kong Gun, and getting to restand it for a second attack, and all for just the low concession of playing this Musi as one of your 2k counters. It's a powerful line to have available for such a low building threshold. And did I mention you could play your 7-cost Luffy off the new Rebecca, and then have it attack twice in 1 turn thanks to Coliseum, and play the Musi as a second Rebecca card, giving your Luffy already on the board banish? Or you could pair Musi with OP10's new Luffy, Luffy, a 6-cost 7k power character. With once per turn, this character cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. And when attacking, place 3 cards from your trash on the bottom of your deck. Then if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, they trash 1, allowing you to strip away multiple cards while being hard to remove. Or if you like the Banish Musi but want the flexibility of cards like King Kong Gun with targeting any Dressrosa character, check out the new Gum Gum Rhino Schneider, a 1-cost main event that gives a Dressrosa character 2000 power, then it gains Banish if your trash has 10 or more cards. Plus trigger, draw 2 cards, trash 1. We touched on it a bit, but one of the most powerful things with this Usopp is that he is a high ceiling leader because he requires the deck building concession of focusing on Dressrosa cards. But as you've seen, we have a wide selection of Dressrosa cards available thanks to previous sets. It's one of the most supported archetypes when it comes to competitive archetypes, so there's a lot to draw on and not a lot of concessions to be made. I mean, look at the old Rebecca, a 4-cost 0-power blocker with 1k counter, and on play return up to 1-cost 3-7 black character from your trash to your hand. Then play up to 1 black character cost 3 or less from your hand, letting you flood the board while protecting yourself. It's been a black mainstay. Or this Kyros, a 3-cost 5k power character, which can prevent himself from being KO'd by wrestling your leader or Koroida Coliseum instead. And on play, if your leader is Rebecca, KO will cost 1 or less character and mill 1 card. Yes, you're gonna lose the KO ability, but you get a pretty sticky body to help cheat off with your Rebeccas. It definitely can have its value in this deck against certain metagames. And when it comes to filtering, you have the best of the best. Not only is the new Cavendish putting work, but the OG Rebecca, a 1-drop searcher with 2k power and 1k counter, checks your top 3 for a Dressrosa card other than Rebecca and trashes the other 2. And our brand new Leo is a 1-drop with 2k power and 1k counter who lets you rest at Usopp or Stage, and then if your leader is Usopp, you can check the top 5 cards of your deck and add up to 2 Dressrosa cards other than Leo to your hand, then you put the rest on the bottom and trash 1 card from your hand. Plus, when it comes to stabilizing the board, nothing can touch OPO4's Sabo, a 5-cost 6k power character with 1k counter. That's a blocker with on play, all your characters can't be KO'd by card effects until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then draw 2, trash 2. And we'll be streaming some gameplay of all these new OPO10 leaders soon and answering any questions you have live. So if you want to see how these really match up, you can ask us questions and see it in person then. But generally, when it comes to matchups, you have a good spread into most decks. Because of Rebecca's chain combo and your ability to draw off losing characters, you're able to play a perfect mid-range deck, speeding up fast to punish slow decks and slowing down to control aggro decks. However, aggro decks with 5-life leaders such as Zoro can definitely be a pain. Blackbeard can also be an issue since you'll lose a lot of your combination play with your on-play effects being negated. But if you're looking for a place to start with your Usopp deck, here's the first place deck list from the Asia Finals hosted by Bandai Maxsoft. While it is pre-ban list, it didn't include any cards that were hit by the ban list, so maybe just adjust for the new metagame as it develops. And this is the list me and some friends are currently landed on after testing for how we think the format is developing. And if you're looking for more OPO10 leader guides or more fun One Piece content, check out the channel and subscribe.